So properties of logs are pretty easy. If they are adding, the rule is that when you rewrite it, you multiply it, or vice versa. If they're multiplying and you want to rewrite it, you rewrite it as adding. Dividing is really subtraction. And if the number or variable is in front of the log, it becomes an exponent. So the easiest way is really just to see some examples. So let's go through some. We're going to rewrite these using the properties of logarithms, okay? So here's how I'm going to do this first one. We're going to leave it log base 3. Remember, minus, it really equivalates to division. So I'm going to do 42 divided by n equals log base 3 of 7. You see how I combined that left side, took the subtraction and condensed it and just made it a division. Now look at both sides. You have a log base 3 on both sides. And we just did a lesson. We said if the log and bases are the same, they cancel. So what I really have is 42 over n equals 7. And 42 divided by 6 gives you 7. So n is 6. All right, let's condense number 7. This 3 is in front of the log, which means it's going to become an exponent. So this is going to become log base 5. This is x to the third, because this 3 goes up and becomes that exponent. It's a subtraction, which means it's really going to be like division, and it's a 4. And it equals log base 5 of 16. Now, both sides have a log base 5. So those log base 5s cancel. So I really have x to the third over 4 equals 16. To move that 4 over, you would multiply. So 16 times 4 is 64. So x to the third is 64. Now here's something you might not have seen this year, but you should have seen it in Algebra 2. The way you cancel out an x to the third is you raise it to the 1/3. And if you do it on the left side, you also have to do it on the right side. So let me give you some other examples of how I'm getting that. If I wanted to cancel out an x to the 4th, then I would raise it to the 1/4 on both sides. If I wanted to cancel out an x to the 5th, I would raise it to a 1/5. That's how you cancel out exponents. So I did that. I raised it to the 1/3. So these cancel. So I just have x equals. And then I need to know what 64 to the 1/3 is. So here's how you would type that in. 64 raised to the, and then 1/3. And that is 4. So x is 4. All right, let's do another one. I still have log base 2. I got 3x. Remember, plus really means multiply. So I'm going to multiply by 5 equals log base 2 of 30. Both sides have a log base 2, so I'm going to be able to cancel those out. So 3x times 5 is really 15x equals 30. Divide by 15 and x is 2. All right, let's do this next one. If the number is in front, it really becomes an exponent. So this is really log base 5 of x to the second equals log base 5 of 9. They're both log base 5, so those cancel. So x squared equals 9. That means x has to be 3, because 3 squared is 9. All right, let's do some more. This is going to be log base 2. This 4 becomes an exponent, so it's really x to the 4th. The minus is really the same as dividing, and it equals log base 2 of 125. So your log base 2's cancel. So I really have x to the 4th over 5 equals 125. We'd multiply both sides by 5. So I have x to the 4th equals 625. Remember, to get rid of an exponent, we're going to raise it to the 1/4, both sides. Raise it to the 1/4. So x equals 625 raised to the 1/4 is 5. And this last one is a little bit different, so I want to make sure we go through this last one because you have a couple like this on your worksheet. All right, I got log base 4. These are adding, and adding when we condense really means to multiply. Okay, you follow me? Now I need to distribute right here. So I really have log base 4 of 2x minus 12 equals 2. Now, the right-hand side does not have a log base 4, so I cannot cancel them out. So what I really want to do is turn it into an exponential, which you just did on your last worksheet. So remember, your base becomes your whole number. What it equals becomes your exponent. So that went there. And then it's got to equal the 2x minus 12. 4 squared is 16 equals 2x minus 12. Add that 12 over. So 28 equals 2x. Divide by 2, and x is 14. So you have a couple like this. So just be careful that you don't get in a hurry and like get in the habit of, oh, your logs cancel, your logs cancel, your logs cancel. Number 12 is one where the right-hand side did not have a log base 4. So I had to turn it into an exponential and then solve it. Okay, and then you're going to have something called a change of base formula. This looks scary, but this is actually easier than anything you've done. The way you do a change of base, what this is saying is there is nothing that I can figure out. 3 to nothing will give you 20, right? If I was going to turn it into exponential, it'd be 3 to the x equals 20. Well, 3 to nothing gives me 20. So that's when we use a change of base formula, and it's super easy to do. We're just going to do log of your big number, the log of 20, divided by log of whatever your base was. So watch how I'm going to type this in my calculator. The log button is right here. So we're going to do log of 20 divided by log of 3. And you're going to get a decimal, and that's fine. So 3 to that exponent will give you 20. So it's going to be 2, let's do 2 decimals, 2.73. So let's do another one. Let's do this one. This one would become log of 25 divided by log of 4, because your bigger number goes on top, your base goes on bottom. So we would do log of 25 divided by log of 4. And that gives you 2.32. So change of base formula is really easy. You just type it in your calculator. All right, and then solving using logarithms. If you've tried this, there's nothing you can figure out. 2 to nothing will give you 240. So I'm going to turn it back to a log. So remember, this will become log base 2 of 240 equals x. Right? So now I'm going to use my change of base formula, right? I can do log of your big number divided by log of your base. And let's type that in. Log of 240 divided by log of 2. And x is 7.9, and that would round up. 7.91. Okay. Let's do another one. There's no way I can get a common base. 5 to nothing will give me 300. So let's turn it back to a log. So log base 5 is 300 equals 2x. I can do change of base right here. So I can do log of 300 divided by log of 5 equals 2x. And so let's go ahead and do log of 300 divided by log of 5. And that gives me 3.54 equals 2x. And then I can divide by 2. So x is 1.77. So if you will go try this worksheet, and again, call me over if you need help.